Toinese. We are here today celebrating you being all done with your checklist. Listen, I am so proud of you, Miss Toinese.
Oh, thank
How does
you.
it feel? I know sometimes it takes a lot to get here, but listen, how does it feel?
It feels good because it was a lot of stuff I was doing, not as a travel agent, but I was booking all of this stuff. And so it just kind of clicked when one of my professors was like, "Have you ever thought about being a travel agent?" Because we had to write a paper about planning something. So it kind of just clicked. And then when I came out there, I was like, I need to follow somebody, but I got to follow somebody that I'm kind of feeling. And
Yeah.
Tyra, let me tell you something. I don't know how, after coming across all them other folks' pages, I don't know how you popped up. But when you popped up, it was just like, it was a blessing. And it was like God speaking to me. And when I watched your information, it was confirmation. And I was like, okay, some things had been happening the last couple of years with being laid off and going back to school full time. But I was like, the Lord said, you're supposed to work for yourself. You ain't
Yes.
supposed to be working for others all the time. Because as we can see, them good government jobs ain't good government jobs.
Exactly. You always have to have something to fall back on and something that could potentially take over. Listen, we out there in the algorithm. We may not be showing up as number one, but listen, we're definitely out there in the algorithm. So, Miss Twenties, I just want to say thank you so much for choosing us. You could have chose any host agency out there. We're not perfect. We put out a lot of things, out there to help agents that's not even ours. But listen, thank you so much for choosing us because you could have chose anybody.
But thank you, because you got a lot of information and stuff like this, Tyra. It takes a lot of time.
Yes.
And I can imagine, girl, I've been in HR forever. So I know how dealing with people can be. You love them and you hate them sometimes. You got
Yes.
to, a lot of times you want to live without them, but you got to deal with them. So I get what you mean. And I appreciate all of the videos, because even if you out of town and you're not available, we can still always go to the website and find something that you need. So thank you. And thank you too, Miss Raquel, because you've been a help too.
Absolutely. So we're going to always be somebody on the team that's going to be helping out, even if I'm not there. But thank you so much, Miss Twenty. So, how was in your opinion, how was the roadmap? And the checklist getting like from start to finish? Like, were you at the end of everything? Because people, they'll see me online talking about, when you're done, you should be able to know at the end of your roadmap and the end of your checklist, what do you know how to do all by yourself? Just from even if we never even showed up to meetings, what do you know how to do by yourself?
One thing I have taught myself to do, I know how to create an amazing proposal. If I ain't got practice, if you could go in my travel joy and see, I got just proposals everywhere. And I said, I'm keeping every last one of them.
You better.
But I have learned how to create a proposal. The stuff you taught about, Canva, little tricks and tips here and there. But looking at it at first, I won't say it was overwhelming, but it was some,
Yeah.
you keep saying in the beginning, this is for hold on, what's your saying? This ain't for the oh, hold on. I always say it too. It's gonna come to me. This ain't for the what is it that saying you be saying about doing the checklist? It's not for the weak. No, not weak.
Not for the faint of heart. Not.
Something like that. Yeah. And you got it out there and you always say it. And I'm like, every time I get to something and I get stuck, I be like, okay, let me just go back. Because I like to try to figure stuff out myself first and
Yep.
then ask for help. So it's not for the weak, but it's
No.
not bad. And I understand why, because you have to make sure you doing your part, and you have to
Yeah.
make sure that you're not just putting somebody through in these systems that don't know what they're doing. So
Mhm.
I get it, coming from a IT side of things and building systems. I get it. I definitely get it. But thank you so much. I'm so
Listen,
happy.
you are so welcome, Miss Doinice. So, from your checklist, if I never showed up on camera at all, what Miss Raquel, nobody ever showed up, do you think you would have been able to just follow the roadmap, follow the checklist, and kind of work your way through it?
Um, Yes and no. From your instructions, yes. But from some of the videos, because I know some are a little older, since
Yes.
I've been in Travel Joy, it has changed like 4 or 5 times dramatically from
Better and better.
yeah, from when I first started, Travel Joy didn't have the smart proposal set up, and I was trying to figure out how to create it on my own, going the
Now it's
long way. And then it
yeah,
was like somewhere almost in the middle, Travel Joy said, "Hey, we doing smart proposals," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But then it was like they had to fix some of the kinks, which I'm
yeah,
noticing with the alignment and
yes.
I notice now when you're copying and pasting from when they first released it, it's formatting better than it used to.
Good.
So yeah,
Listen, those smart proposals look good. They look really, really good compared to we had to retire the main proposal. I'm like, look, and when they did that, when they switched and and added that option, I did not like I was resistant to it. And I finally went in and did it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. So
the
listen,
time,
yes.
especially like looking for pictures and all that
Yep.
kind of stuff. Because I even went back on the one that you just had me do for Paris. I went back and I kind of replicated the smart proposal from when we went to Paris right before COVID happened and used the restaurants and the tours and everything,
Yeah.
and even some of my own pictures. So I was like, it just felt good, you know?
Yes. And the more you do, the faster you're gonna get. Like in the beginning, ages be like, "Oh my gosh, this is so much." I'm like, keep going. The more you do them, the faster you're gonna get. And then now that you got all those proposals, guess what? You just
Yep.
save them, and then you can go back and use it as a template, switch stuff up. Listen, it's going to get easier and easier and easier and easier and easier. Now, when somebody wants to request something, it's everything is second nature. And I think
Yep.
that's the point of going all the way through the checklist. Agents, can someone sign up and then, a week or so later start booking? I mean, if they got their E&O insurance, they know how they've learned how to properly authorize and stuff like that. Yeah, they could, but it's like, why would you want to do that? Why?
Mhm. And you wanna
Why?
make sure you're doing it the right way. You wanna make
Yes.
sure you're getting that's what it's little things that if you don't get on these webinars and you don't go in ensemble and do your trainings, it's the little things that you think that's gonna hem you up.
Yes, in a lot of trouble. I see it. I see it. I see it. But everything is there. We really try to put everything out there for you guys, and it's a lot. It's a lot, but I can't say on my side I enjoy it. I really really enjoy it, and it's I wouldn't want to do anything else in the world. Like this is what I love travel, and of course I love you guys, helping you guys whenever and however I can. It's not easy, but I do enjoy it,
And
and I
I
just
enjoy it too. So thank you so much, Tyra. I wanna be like you when I grow up, girl.
no, you don't listen. It's harder than it look. Listen, thank you. Listen, girl, no, you don't. You don't. You grow up. Look, I'll be around here stressing out. Listen, I gotta go to therapy too. Okay,
I know that's right.
it's a lot. It's a lot. But just I guess you gotta just kind of like make it balance out. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there with work life balance and stuff like that. Yeah, it is not easy what I do and dealing with all the people that I have to deal with, the good ones and the bad ones, and
Mhm.
the suppliers, and the commissions, and we got a whole system for everything. But I think I make it look easy. I really try not to let stuff bother me, and just I try to do everything by the book. That's why we got our agent contract. Just do everything by the book. But listen, thank you, Miss Toinese. Thank you. Listen,
Girl, because I know it's gotta be a lot on your end. You're a
it
mom
is.
too, and the posting that you do, and you do it consistently on a
You
regular
have to.
basis. You're always posting, you're always putting out your pictures. And then, the trainings and doing this with everybody and doing your one-on-ones and setting your calendar for an hour and 30 minutes. So it's a lot on your end. I can only imagine.
It is. Listen, I be telling people, listen, if that thing ain't on my calendar, it is not real. I don't even. Somebody called me, hey, can't you make it to this? I'm like, I can't even say yeah out my mouth before I look at look at my calendar because my mouth can say something, but the calendar says something else. So if
Yes.
it's not on that calendar, Miss Toinese, it is not real. So I live and die by my calendar. And I recommend agents do that too. Put everything on your calendar. Think,
Yes, ma'am.
in the mornings, Monday mornings, get up, put everything, schedule
Yep.
everything out. That's pretty much how I live. I schedule everything out. Whenever
Girl,
I
I am
can.
the same way. Everything. Look, my cousin for Christmas, she gave me my own. She was like, "I'm gonna give you this."
That's
And
beautiful.
so, girl, this is my business book calendar. It go in here, and then it go into my real calendar. So I always got my backup in my
Yeah.
phone and right here because I have to live. But I have to make me a to do every morning. I have to make me a to do list.
Look, I got, I be preaching 12-week year. I got my list right here. If it ain't
Hmm.
on this list, listen, I'm liable to might forget about it. So I put everything on the list as well.
Yeah, because I have to check it off and mark it off as I go. But it
Yes,
makes you
ma'am.
feel productive, like, okay, I accomplished these goals that I set out to get done for the day when you actually scratch it off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's like making your bed in the morning.
Hmm.
So if you have a bad day, at least you come home to a made up bed. And it's a sense of accomplishment. So I 100% get it. But I do recommend 12-week year. If you have not read 12-week year, I recommend reading 12-week year and
Really? Okay.
printing out the weekly plan and stuff like that. And I every week. Every week I just press the print button on the printer and it prints out me a new 12-week year. But yes,
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to, I mean, look, I'm gonna do that when we get off.
listen, do it, do it, do it. Oh, they also have the audiobook on YouTube, and it's the full audiobook too. So you can
Oh,
speed it up.
okay.
Yeah, it's free. But yeah, so let's see. Got that. Miss Tony, you want to say something about your business, about your brand? Who do you serve? What do you look forward to now that you're all done? You know what you're doing. What do you look forward to?
Um, I got clients already, so now I'm looking forward to putting them in the system and making it official.
I love it. So,
Yes.
people ask, people are always confused and stuff on how to get clients and stuff like that. And I always tell them that people buy stuff from people that they know, like, and trust. They don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. They're not going to buy anything from you. So people are like, oh my gosh, how do I find clients? To me personally, I always say everything's in the checklist, and I don't want to always put everything back on the checklist. But I'm just like, if you do the checklist in order, you're gonna be set up.
Exactly.
You
And
will
that's
you'll be
and
set
that
up.
that's what I did, Tyra. And I got my checklist sitting right here, highlighted, checked the boxes checked off as from day one, I printed it off. And as I went by your checklist, I did it step by step. That way I knew everything was done, had my passwords, checking and actually checking it off as it was done and setting it up on the computer and bookmarking everything. So I followed the checklist and that really, really helped.
Yes, ma'am, you did. And at the end of it, you have all of the settings. You have everything set up. So when people do find you, or people, then they can go all the way back and see, oh, she's serious about what she's doing. Like, this is a real
Mhm.
brand. Like, I don't like janky looking agents. So that's why I be like, listen, checklist, follow the roadmap. Let's give it to you. But if they don't, then listen, they wonder why
That's
they
on
not
them.
getting clients.
Mhm.
And I give you the roadmap. You want to veer off to the left.
And
That's
then people also got to remember, and this is from learning experience, you can't always depend on family.
oh my
Family
God.
is the worst
Listen,
ones that will let you down, child.
listen, I tell people first, listen, your friends and family are not going to be your biggest clients. I always tell people, like, no, where
Thank
you found me
you.
at? You
Thank
found me on
you.
social media.
Yep.
So that's what people are gonna find you at social media. You gotta, it's once you get started, marketing should kind of continue to go. But it's so many different things you could do for marketing. Always carry your business
Mhm.
cards,
That's
word of
right.
mouth, Panera Bread, put up flyers or this. Listen, I think I told somebody. I haven't talked about Miss Jackie in a long time. I think my first time in Dubai, I met this. We did it like a travel agent meeting, and it was this lady, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, she was an older lady, so she wasn't, comfortable with social media and stuff like that. Miss Jackie had 70 people signed up for Dubai. And so they were saying, asking Miss Jackie, how did you do it? Yada, yada, yada. She was just saying, she will, be processed, at the library, she put up flyers. People will call her because, simply word of mouth. And, she did it, really did it the old fashioned way. So sometimes people are like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm like, got limited mindset, this might not work
Exactly.
for you.
Yeah,
But I honestly think
exactly.
it's possible. It's not like one of them get rich quick schemes. I do not promote that at all. It is work, but listen, I honestly I've seen agents where the agent's business take over and then they're able to like leave their 9 to 5. But I always tell people like this is not something that's gonna happen overnight. You gotta put the work in. The same amount of time that you're working on your regular 9 to 5, guess what? You got a brand. You're gonna have to
Mhm.
put that same amount of work in if you want it to eventually take over. So, Miss Toinese, I'm proud of you. I am so proud of
Oh,
you, Miss
thank
Toinese.
you. Thank you. I know it was a slow process, girl, because look, doing school full time, but I was like, I'm getting my training in. I said, Tara might think I'm moving a little bit slow,
No,
but I was back here doing, girl, when I tell you, I was on the either on your website looking at stuff, fumbling around in the systems. I was on in ensemble. I done won two gift cards.
yeah, yes. Oh, yes, yes. Congratulations, Miss Toinese. I looked at the ensemble, like the tracker, and so out of all of the agencies that's inside of ensemble, you're number two. Like it's another
Oh,
person that's right above you with the ensemble, like doing all of the ensemble, the
the
University of
certificate.
Ensemble. Like you're
Yeah.
number two. Like you're up there. So I'm so proud of you, Miss Toinese. I was going in with another agent. I was like, look,
Yeah, I've been back here. If I ain't doing homework, I've been back here training. And then, sometimes I'm sitting here, even if I'm like working on a proposal and I have to keep rewinding something because I'm trying, figure it out. But it's all it's one of them things where I think I had the last few days my aha moment where
mm-hmm.
everything like fumbling around, like trip, group, all that, where it kind of all came together. It's like, okay, this is how it's starting to fit together. And
Yep.
and so I was like, but in the meantime, I'm not just gonna be twiddling my thumbs. I'm gonna be sitting here doing my trainings. I did my
Yeah.
Marriott, I did my Royal Caribbean. I've been out there getting that training in.
Listen, yes. And it's a ton of training that's out there. And I always tell agents once you're done, you focus, like zoom in, focus on what your niche is going to be, what supplies you're going to use, because every day, all day, you're getting emails, about come to this one, come to this
Yeah.
webinar, come to this training. Oh, just zone in. So listen, you're doing really good by zoning in to your brands that you're going to be choosing. And you know what? At the end of the day, I don't think it matters how long it took you to do it, Miss Toinese. The point is that you actually did it. You did it, you stuck with it, and you didn't give up on your brand, because you know what? I've seen so many times agents, they sign up and, I don't know whether they're just, talking when, just because they know the type of agents that we're looking for. And so, I'm not sure, sometimes, they say, oh, well, I want to do this, I want to do that. In the meantime, they're just trying to, get maybe cheaper rates or better rates. I'm like,
Mhm.
you're kind of wasting your, so I've seen it all. I've absolutely seen it all. But
Mhm.
the biggest thing is that you did not give up on your brand. You did
I
not give up on your
know.
brand. And listen, your brand is going to take you places, Miss Toinese. As long as you continue what you're doing, you continue to market yourself. Listen, it's enough money in this industry for everybody. It
Yes,
absolutely
it
is.
is. And
Because
I'm
they're going to
looking
purchase it
at
somewhere.
yeah, yeah, and a lot of people to think about it. I was planning our own family trips so well that everybody was like, "Oh, I want you to do that." I was like, "Well, oh, I'm not doing that for free." I
Correct.
said, because people use you, and it's
Yes,
not
they will.
easy. It's getting on the phones and down to the little details like shuttles and finding the right
Yes.
price and the people, and so
Yep.
a lot of people don't like dealing with that stuff.
It's a lot of work.
It
It's
is.
absolutely a lot of work. And still, family be the worst. They be the worst. They think they can get extra discounts. They don't got to pay on
Mhm.
time. But ain't nobody got time for that. Listen, I don't even fool with my family like that. As
Look,
far as
I me
like,
either. Me
because they be
either.
playing. They play a little bit too much. Like this is a business, and time is something that I do not have to waste. So
Exactly.
I always tell people, listen, your friends and your family are not going to be your biggest clients at
You're
all.
right. You are
They
absolutely right.
not at all. Miss Tony, I'm proud of you. All I can say is I'm proud of you. I trust you now.
Oh,
Because if I don't have time to do something, listen, I feel 100% comfortable sending a client to you and knowing that you're going to get it
oh.
done properly. I'm serious. Listen, I've been in enough meetings with you. You got it. You got this. So, if you need help with anything, you already know how to reach out. I'm going to
Girl,
send
I'm
you.
that one that's gonna ask a question. I ain't just gonna fumble through and mess something up because we all got to get paid. I want
This
all my coins.
this is true. So did you get the 30? You got the 30-minute link, right?
Is it in my email? Let me check.
So I will, let me see. After this, I'll send it to you. Yeah, after we're done recording, I'll send it to you. But you get
Okay.
your 30-minute link. So you know how you normally you go in, you book an hour link, and that's
Mhm.
how far it is. But the 30-minute links is for everybody that have actually finished up everything that they're supposed to be doing. They
Okay.
know how to do everything. They finish up the checklist. And if pretty much if you need help, you really need help, versus, somebody that's not done what they need help is probably on that checklist. And so the 30-minute link, it'll of course always get you in sooner. And it's if you actually meet me on Zoom. You need me on Zoom to look at something. Let's say you got this group trip or something, and you want somebody to kind of like look over it.
Okay.
Book in the 30-minute link, or you got something, anything that you want me to look at, and you need me on Zoom, or you just want to pick my brain for 20-30 minutes, book an appointment. But outside of
Okay.
that, call, text, use the customer support number. You got it.
Okay.
But I'm proud of you, Miss Toinese. Did you sign up? You have a website?
Yes.
Okay, so our next group, I'm going to send you. I'm going to check on the backside, and then I'll be sending you also your link so that we can start working on your website. So, in the link, it'll tell you the things that you need to do to go ahead and. Well, actually, no, hold on. You got your own website on your side, not the website with us.
Wait, you got a website where
So no,
we can get one?
well, no, we got. There's multiple different membership levels.
Oh,
So
okay.
okay, we'll talk about that later. I'm gonna look
Okay.
up and see which one you signed up for, and if you did sign up for the one with the website, I'll send you the link, and then you'll put in all of your information, and we'll get back together and we'll start working on your website.
Okay, because I did mine through, was it Bitly?
Okay, so no, if you probably didn't. If you did, if you got a membership of the website, you'll know. You'll know.
Okay, because I did start off with the lowest one, but when I
Uh-huh.
renew, I'm gonna go up
Okay.
because I wanted to make sure I learned everything first.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got everything. You got your ENO. You got everything. You're good. You're good. If you need help on the back end, Miss Toinese, listen, call me, text me. Just whatever you do. Just remember, I'm not a mind reader, child. If you need something, you're gonna have to let me know that you need something. And I can't wait for you to come to one of these events so we can all
Me
meet up
too.
together.
Me too. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Did you see the event in the Skyline event that I posted in the
Yes.
Facebook group? If you can make it to one of those, let me know.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the dates and see when is it again? Do you know what month?
So there's multiple ones depending on where you are. There are looking the Facebook group, but there are like multiple ones
Okay.
like in different cities, and each one has a different date on it. But
Okay.
it's going to be a drawing. So if you think you can make it to one of them, register. It's going to be a drawing. One of the agents and our agency is going to win like $150 Delta card.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
register for it.
I sure will. I'm gonna go out there when we get done.
All right, listen. If you need anything, Miss Toinese, call me, text me, okay?
Okay, I think I'm good. So this will give me like access now.
Listen, anything you need access to, any random supplier you need, call
Okay.
or put in a request access for it. But listen, if you need help, we got you.
Okay. Thank you so much. I
All right, you're
appreciate you,
welcome, Miss
girl.
Toinese. I'm super proud of you. If you need
Thank
anything,
you.
let me know, okay?
Okay, dear.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.